Hey guys, welcome back to Safe Haven Valley Railroad. Um, Today it's just going to be a kind of a project update of what I got going on and what's coming up. Just a review of some of the things I've done. Gonna try to do a quick video. See where it goes. Just trying to get back into the hobby. So obviously I got some organization to go through still. So just come along for the ride and see kind of where I'm at. Just happy to be back in the hobby. Getting things going again after moving into the house. As you can see, everything's still kind of being unboxed. So let's jump over to the bench and go through things. All right. So yeah, here is the workspace. Anyway, so here's my workbench. As I said, I used to work on a TV cart. I now have a nice long desk. Um, and this desk is 51 inches. The TV cart I had was probably 22. So I got about 30 more inches of workspace. All flat, no sides to it. It's a desk is what I got, and I needed it flat because I got these two big guys up here that are basically metal garage cabinets. I spent a couple $100s on those, and I will be getting some more storage down here. That tote ain't gonna be there, but that has all the Pampers box has all my paints and stains in there. Um, and so there's my collection of paints and stains. They will eventually have a place in my cabinet, but as you'll see in a minute, I got a lot to go through to kind of reorganize. I got everything kind of thrown out of boxes as I'm going through it all. I'm not going to be able to have it all here. I mean, I have my chopper in here. Got my Hunter line. I got my Viterro, which this one's almost shadow gray is almost out. And then I got my murky brown over here. But I got enough stains to get me by. I found that using my alcohol markers, which are here in the mix somewhere, I have enough to get by on my projects. I don't need a bazillion million things. Yes, here in this box, are kits. They're not structure kits. They're more of production and preparation kits type stuff, tool kits. So yeah, I got my computer here. On top of that, I have my computer. I need my computer because I do a lot of things that are not part of the hobby, but I also have SCARM, AnyRail, several different programs for my trains and working on my layout stuff. Then I got these two totes, which are totes that you guys are used to seeing before. They have all my sandpaper details and stuff in it. This box is going to storage. It has stuff I can't use here. Before we get into here, I want to go up top. I want to go up top real quick because up here are some kits. I don't have all of them available, so I don't have all my other kits. Some of them are still in boxes, but these are just a few. So right here, first off is my little footbridge. It took a little bit of damage in storage. But yeah, that's my footbridge. I built. I need to glue parts of it back together. This is going to be a footbridge, or it can be a train trestle. It can be many things, but This particular one I did, as you remember, if you look back on my videos, I did this one as a crossover build from an actual plastic kit that I got in eBay stuff that was broken. So this is just part of my ingenuity that I did. I just said, well, I don't want to use broken and I'm not going to buy another one. So I took my scraps and I made a new one. Took my time with it and it turned out pretty good. So I'll be doing this one. I'll be probably doing more of these if I need to. So yeah, that's one of the things I did that the joints came unglued. Set this one down over here. Next up, we got this little guy here. This one here I did in a contest for Frank a while back when he did his first contest. Everybody who placed tied, so everybody won. And that was a fun thing. This is called the Abandoned Cottage. And I had a lot of fun with it. It was great. And I would love to do another one. It was fun. It gave me something to do, gave me something to work at on top of everything else. And it just turned out great. That was a fun contest. One of the first ones. And I believe Frank even said he was very proud to see my creativity and all that he has actually extended an encouragement to me personally to maybe think about entering some contests. Well, I live in Oregon. Oregon has some shows, trade shows, swap meets, but they're hard to come by. And I just don't have the money to travel to California or northern Washington or even Idaho to do some good shows that come. So I take what I get. I do a lot of research. I do a lot of finding. I do a lot of watching of videos, how other people do things. And I just try to take a little bit of everything in and do my own thing. Whether it's right or not, it's kind of my thing. Now that was one I did from Frank, and that was a cool one. The next, let's slide this one over just a little bit. The next one is my dairy farm. I'm sure most of you remember this one. This one was a really fun one. I took Goober's feed and the barn and put all the buildings together, rearranged. I added the corral at the end, and I added that opening. That opening wasn't there, I believe. Wait, yes it was. It was on the opposite wall. So I just flipped it around and made a corral out of it. And then on this side, being it was hidden, I just took the wall and I just left it there. Just basically flipped the walls around, and then I put the smaller building in between, which that building was supposed to go on the front of that over here, and then there was another shack to that, which is on the back right there. So a lot of details. So this is the dairy farm in South in Safe Haven Valley. Safe Haven Valley. This is one. So far, this is the only one. I might do another dairy. This is called South Haven Dairy. And this is a great build. I had a lot of fun with it. There might be a few things decoratively I still might do to it. Again, most of my buildings don't have a lot of decoration to them, like a lot of people do, because I knew I was putting these in storage, and I didn't really want to have a lot of it destroyed. But I brought them out of mothballs so that I can see how well they handled it, and for the most part, they did well. I have to be honest, they did well. I have a little, like most people know, when you travel and package, these things have details that get damaged and you got minor fixes here and there. So with that, that was a fun one. I mean, that was a great project that I took on. And it came out awesome. I'm very pleased. I'm very proud of myself. I do say I'm very proud of myself on this one. But yeah, very ingenuitive on this one. So the next one I'm going to show you is one that, well, let's go to these ones. I don't have Wayman's with this one yet. It's still packed somewhere. But in here, we got Joe's Place is right there, straight back. And this one is, oh gee, I'm drawing a blank. I'll be darned. Anyway, these are two of Frank's kits. My long week is catching up with me, so I'm sorry for the brain farts here. I got one more day to go on a 50-hour work week, so but anyway, this building, Joe's Place and Wayman's are all coming together. If you remember those, I showed you how they're going to go together, and they're going to be a trio on the waterfront, and it's going to be cool. And this next one here is Tim's Feed and Supply. I did this one. I had some help from Craig on how to do the signs. He referred me to his videos, which actually did help. Thanks a lot, Craig. And it just turned out very well. This is just going to be just kind of a wonderful piece and all that good stuff. So, excuse me. So yeah, that's a good project that I did. The next one that I have, before we get into the ones that I'm currently on, is back here. And I'm going to try to get it out and show you without hurting anything here. Is this big boy back here. This is my design 100%. Well, I should say 95%. I had help from Frank. He cut all the parts out. I did decide to put a concrete foundation on it. But this is the Hartwick engine house. It turned out wonderful for the build that I did on it. I deliberately let these warp to show age, and I will have an engine in there. The other one's going to be closed. It will have a dummy engine in there that doesn't run. It'll just be for looks. So, yeah, Frank did wonders on this one. And I know for a while he sold these. And I think he even did them in scale. I'll have to double check and see if he still has the plans for them, because I'm going to need a couple of them for at least one or two more for in scale for my layout. Because I have some plans for them, and I'm hoping that it will work out the way I'm wanting it to. So we'll have to see. My mind's been ticking on that. So if you're listening, Frank, I will be in touch with you, because I would love to have a couple more of these in scale. So I will be in touch with you, for sure. Anyway, so yeah, this is a fun build. I designed it. It was a great project that I did like a couple years ago, and I got into the actual modeling portion of this hobby. So as we put this stuff back so it doesn't fall. Oops. Put this back down here. Let's step back down. In this cabinet here, I have just some general tools, some primers. I got gray, white, and black primers in the can. They come in handy. And then down here, I got some stains, my ink stains. These say paints, but they're actually trains. There's all trains in there. In here, it's just some tools. That's just my visor that I got. This thing works wonders to magnify things. And then down here in this one is more trains. This is my lumber locker. And all that. And in this cabinet, that's pretty much about it. I got some miscellaneous stuff in here as well. Oh, then I have my Artistic brand paint brushes I'm looking forward to using. And I got this off of I got this little plane thing off of Temu. It's a Navy plane. It's like a jet plane or something. But so yeah, that's kind of what I got going on in this cabinet. And then the other cabinet has a lot more going on in it. Down here, I got this build in here. This one's pretty much done. This is Brotman's Hobbies. Two of them put together. It's kind of turned into a scratch build. It's kind of a unique old building. And then I got my firehouse down here. I also got my I got this one that I've been working on. I got to still finish it. It's the Maintenance Yard Building 1. Maintenance Yard Building 2, the black one that I've talked about, is still in pieces. So I got to prime the corners so I and then do the bracing and get that together, and we can get that one together and get a move on. Then up here, sorry about that. Daughter's getting in mischief here tonight. So yeah, I got a few more train stuff down here that's in scale and some of my tools, and I found my project tote for these projects, so I set it in here. The only thing is I misplaced my my hobby knife. I know, I'm bad. I misplaced it. But luckily I have another one here that I had on standby, so I'll be able to pull that one out until I find my other one. Yeah, so I'm gonna do this as quick as I can. In here are some bridges I did. I got a double lane and 3 singles that I got that were 3D printed. In here is my Union Pacific. Sorry guys. Just a quick view of it. Just a brown Union Pacific car. Sorry guys, I don't got my stand available at the moment. I just wanted to do a video tonight. So to make it short, a lot of these little art kits are rolling stock kits that I've shared before when I first did my channel. Didn't pay much for them. They are ones I got from the $5 or less, or even $10 less in my hobby shop. They have a room where they, when they buy a large estate, they go through the estate. They put these types of kits in their spare room, and they sell them for $5. Everything else that has higher value, they put out on eBay, either on eBay or in their store or whatever, and stuff like that. But so yeah. Then up here, I do have my 2 proto sets finally. This one's the Great Northern. It is both FA2 and FB2. They are both powered. The other setup here is Baltimore, Ohio. Only the engine, the FA2 is powered. FB2 is just a dummy on that one. Kind of bummed about that, but it's okay. This is just in-scale track in there. What's in here? Oh, what's in here is, yes, they are my Outland models. Outland models, which are not bad. This is the mining kit. I got a couple of them in here. And then these were ones that were already completed. In here is just a Walthers thing. I got two of these kits. I got a distribute from Pike Stuff. Distribution center is going to still probably be some type of distribution. And this one underneath of it is the prefab warehouse, which it might, I don't know what I'll make that one into yet, but I don't know that I'm going to keep it as a prefab. And then I still have one more. I finally got, I got the windows for it. I believe I have the windows for it. Yes, I do have windows for this, and the doors. This is from Basics. It's from Best Models. It's they're just a trackside shanties is what they are. I have one. There's one in there. I did want the other one I did, if you remember, was my really green and grubby, run down and ugly looking one, which is really weathered and totally abandoned. Kind of gnarly looking. On eBay I got this. I'm not going to open it all the way up, but you can see this is the set I got. This is like the passenger car and baggage car or mail car, whatever you want to call it, in scale set that I found. I got it with some other stuff. I don't remember what I got it with. But, and this is the locomotive, and then tender, and then another like a baggage car. Let's see, what realm is this? This is from... Let's bring this down here in the light. Western Atlantic. Yeah, it's Western Atlantic. So this is a Fort Little, and these are the original boxes for that as well, by the way, and all that good stuff. And then up here, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, plus an additional 4 or 5, and another somewhere else in these boxes of Frank's kits. The ones I do have here are let's see, which ones do I have here? Got the water tower, which is Bernard's Tower. Got Moritz Rod and Reel. I got Jacob's Smokehouse. These all have, I already have plans for all these. I just don't have, I don't want to do them until I have my layout just yet. Tyler's Traps. I got Breeze Brew House. And then this is the latest one. These are the trackside shanties in scale. So these ones are different from the other one. Like I said, I have more buildings that I haven't unpacked yet that are still boxed somewhere. I have a feeling I might still have a couple of the boxes still in storage, which is fine. I don't really need them right now. I have more space, but I'm still limited. So we'll see how all this stuff works together for the better, and all that kind of good stuff. But the good news is I have plenty to do. My wife and I are still looking to possibly, still get into more of a regular house before too long. This is just kind of a stepping stone for us to be where we're at. And then I have a couple of tools. I got myself a soldering iron. I haven't even opened it yet, but I got one. That's for when I work on my trains and my layout, for when I solder. Maybe I'll do the track work. And this here, I got a nice, I got this off of Temu. This is a heat tool. Yeah. And it is how the picture looks. It looks like that. It just has a cord and a power button on the back end, and it heats up. There is no knob setting or anything. It's just a drying tool that I picked up. You know, if I'm really wanting something to dry quick, I'll just turn that on, dry it out, and we'll be good to go for the most part. So anyway, so that's kind of what my storage situation looks like. It's better than what I used to have. I have a little more availability on my hands right now. And then eventually I will get these out of the way. I'll have another storage thing under here to get some of the heavier stuff out of my cabinets. I really don't want, come on, close. I really don't want these too heavy on the wall because right now they're not in studs. They're just in the wall. But yes, I do have more, underneath that box. I have more train stuff, more for like construction type materials, and all that good stuff. So eventually, I'll get to a point where I can get in and out of here a little more freely. But yeah, that's kind of a rundown of my new workspace, guys. I was going to do a build project, but I didn't really have the time to find all the stuff because I'm still organizing, as you can see. But just wanted to get on and share kind of what my new space is going to be. This is, again, my little nook of this whole home, where, you know, I have to lock everything up because my daughter is 2.5, and she likes to get into everything. So I have to be able to organize it in a way where I can keep everything out of reach. And if it is in reach, it's got to be locked up. And yes, these cabinets do lock. These cabinets came on Amazon for like $60, but then you pay like a heck of a lot of shipping. But these cabinets were like 200 and something dollars. It was almost like $80 shipping, I believe, and I paid $60 for each cabinet, so 120 plus 80, a little over $200. Not bad. I gave myself $250, and I managed to get it under that. They're not really hard cabinets to put together. Just a lot of parts. And it took me, well, if I would have did it all in one night, probably 2 hours just to assemble them. But they're well worth it. So I got space, more space, organizational space, and there'll be more to come underneath the desk as well. I got my handy dandy cushion bench seat, which I love this thing. It's on wheels, but you know, I'm going to be taking it off its wheels because my daughter, who likes to push rolly wheels around, is not going to be able to do that. So that is that, and it has storage in it, so I can use it as storage too. So yeah, there's a lot going on in my workbench, guys. I'm just glad to be back. I'm just glad to be back in this working hobby, and just kind of enjoying the fact that I have a little more space when everything's organized and gone through. I'm not going to be able to keep it all here. That's why I'm going through it and kind of organizing what I want and boxing up the rest and just being selective of what I want to do. I want some of my trains, and I want a lot of my builds. Um, I can't run my trains a whole lot. I'm going to be working on maybe doing maybe putting a track on a board or something, and maybe being able to run it when I want to run my trains or something like that. I have no idea. I've been working on an idea for that, so just no space at the moment to run any trains around here. But yeah, that's pretty much about it for tonight, guys. There'll be more to come for tools and stuff and updates, and I hope that everything will be good for you guys as tomorrow is Friday, and hopefully you guys will have a wonderful weekend. Again, my wife and I are, fingers crossed, set plans in the moment right now. We are set to come back to Timonium this October, which Timonium is on the 4th and 5th of October, which is the week of our anniversary. My wife and I are celebrating 4 years together, married, in October. October 2nd is our anniversary, so that weekend we are going to have a blast, and we are really hoping that nothing happens between now and October, because we are both looking forward to coming back east and hopefully getting to meet a lot of you guys while we're there, because I see a lot of great work from you guys, and I'd love to be able to come meet you all. I live on the West Coast, where there is there's train history here, and you really got to look for shows, and you really got to be tuned in to everything, so you know where things are happening. And I mean, there are shows, there are local clubs and shows that go on over here, but there's nothing compared to what's back east. I mean, every week, every weekend, all year long, there are shows all through the year. You name it, there's a show there. Clubs are showing, regular fundraisers are going, and I'm sure there's more than what I realize going on the West Coast, but I don't really have a lot of time to dig into and locate every single local show just to go and see what's going on there. So I go to the ones that I know and the ones that I know I can find. So anyway, you guys have a wonderful evening. It is Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday. Power on through the Friday and have an awesome Easter weekend and enjoy your family. And if you're having a barbecue or a good meal, enjoy it. Enjoy your family, and just have an awesome weekend. Whatever it is you're going to do, be safe and have an awesome weekend. We'll see you guys next week. Probably Wednesday, Thursday. Friday, my wife and I are going out of town to go to my parents, so it'll be a midweek video. Probably Wednesday, Thursday-ish. We'll see. So, take care. Have fun. Enjoy the holiday weekend, and we'll see you next week. Have a good night.